G'day viewers, it's Michael here again and welcome to this special edition of Single Racer. And the reason I'm doing this is because I was telling Alex over at the Extra Mile how brilliant this VR game, brand new VR game called Brass Tactics is, and how much I'm enjoying playing it. Now, he mentioned that he liked the old RTS games like Command and Conquer, so I thought I would do this video because I was telling him that it's hard for me to do the whole gameplay because matches can take 20 to 50 minutes, and it takes me about 12 hours to upload my normal race videos, and you know, I figured at 50 minutes this would just take forever to do. But then it hit me like a slap across the face from a wife whose husband forgot the Häagen-Dazs ice cream, and that is that I don't have to record the whole lot. So I thought I would give you just a few brief tactics of how to play it in one of the more advanced missions, but also a very, very close-up view, almost like magnified, of some of the superb advanced units of the game. Now, if you don't want to know one of the more advanced levels and or the units, I suggest that you stop watching the video now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And for those other people that are keen to see this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the what I consider the best looking mission here, which is number 7. And before I start, I want to give a tip to not only Brass Tactics players, but actually any VR person, or you know, person that's just bought the VR, because you might not be aware of this and you just assume that it happens automatically. And so I just wanted to explain this particular thing to make you aware, just in case you didn't know. And that is that I have a rectangular area that you play in. You know, you set up your safety zone that you play in. And in my room it's a big rectangular square. So let's say that I'm standing now in front of my desk, right in front of the computer monitor. Now what happens is, usually when you start any game, but especially this game, you are this close to the screen. But what you might not realize is, in my case, let's pretend that I can take 3 steps back. And that is that if I take 3 steps back and then start the game will start like this. In other words, in exactly the same place. The advantage is then I have all that room to swing my arms. So if I'm standing right in front of my computer desk and start the game, it'll start this close, but then I risk, if I move forward, of hitting my monitor. Actually, so what happens is when you start any game, your sensors sense where you're standing. So if you have a rectangular or square, whatever area you have to play in, if it's a game that requires you to move your arms out like this, and you step back before you start the game will always start with it in your face. So because that's where the sensors detect you are standing and put the game in that close for you. So that's just a little tip so that you never have to worry about hitting your monitor when you move your arms. So let's start this game now, and I'll just give you just a couple of tactics, and then what I'll do is I'll pause the recording of the game, set everything up, and then come back later in the game to show you how it works. So let's hear what this guy has to say.
We found him.
Yep.
My new scout units have tracked Zavolto to Denego's coast.
Oh,
He's
the enemy.
up in a vassal's
Shocking.
castle. The scout is a new unit I constructed from the papers we found from Princeps Moravia's time. I'll assemble a palette of these new units for you.
Okay.
They favor a more aggressive style of attack.
Whisper.
Zavolto may have built some as well.
Yeah.
Fine. Continue to follow me
heard
to the
you
ends
anyway.
of the earth on your vengeful path. You'll get no satisfaction here or anywhere.
Revenge? That's a funny thing to call justice. After the way he broke every tenet that the Council of 20 set, he thinks this is about revenge? Regardless, even though Zavolto has a very strong presence in this region, I think we will have some time to build up before we attack.
Yeah. And there's your first clue. So he gives you a clue that this, like the old Command and Conquer, is a level where you should actually build your base and build all your units and everything before you attack. So that's the best thing to do. Now, I would never have called myself a really good Command and Conquer player, so I just played on the normal level rather than hard, but you know, the whole idea is to enjoy these games. So the tip that I want to give at the start is you have the option to build up your units, and so for instance, if I click on here, I can see that they're scouts, and we'll come back to that later, but here's an empty one. And the way you build your units up is just turn your hand and there's your choices. So we already have scouts, so let's build now the archers. And as soon as it's built, I can just highlight it and click
Tower maxed.
3 units, and we'll come back here to the table. And so the tip that I have for you is just that it's best to alternate between building your actual units, which are, you know, the buildings that create them, but then also building up your base, but not so much a base that doesn't work like Command and Conquer, but building it up as far as increasing the unit's power. So if we click on this or highlight this, see the ore production. So here on my hand is, and you know, it works on both hands, so left or right handed. You can see how much ore and diamonds you've got, which is what builds the units. And that then tells me if I've got enough to build that. So the idea is that I take that and put that on, and that builds up the base, which then gives me stronger units to work on. So what I'll do now is I'll build up the base, I'll stop the recording just to save time, so it's not a humongously large video and it would take me forever to upload it, and we'll come back later on and I'll show you a very, very close-up view of all the superb units, and I'll even come back with a small glimpse of one of the best units he's going to send my way, because I've already played this level before. So I'll come back in a short while and let me build up the base now.
Bring down that airship, then take his castle. We have to get him before he escapes again.
Okay, so let's have a look at this absolute masterpiece that is one of the enemy's main weapons. Look at this beautiful airship. Just incredible. Look at it. Look at the detail on that. Just absolutely amazing. Just incredible. So I thought
the enemy is nearby.
Just show you that before I show you the rest of my units in detail. So just absolutely amazing, but I better go and get him out before he attacks my castle, my base. So let me head off now.
Enemy incoming.
Okay folks, so we're just about to take the enemy out now, and I want to show you all the amazing units of this game. But first I'll show you the tower that you build up, and what happens is as you add these pieces, the tower gets stronger and stronger and the wall raises, and you just build it up to an even bigger extent where you unlock special weapons of each of the units. So I'll show you the units now, and thank goodness, because the battery is running dry on the left hand here. So the first thing we have here is the scout in the middle there. So let's have a close look. Is this the scout? And you can check, no, well that's the scout. And the little unicycle kind of thing, just an amazing looking unit. Up nice and close. And next we have the archer here, so we'll have a close look at the archer, and there's all the archers waiting for battle. Look at them all getting ready here. And what I'm doing here is I can grab the table with both hands and move it up or down, and then move the table with either hand by just grabbing the single button and just moving the table. But look at the detail on these things, quite incredible as they get ready to aim at the next enemy. And this is one of the tower defense units here that is scattered throughout the base, and just your typical Command and Conquer type what do you call it? It's called, the name of it is called it doesn't have it on here, but you know what I mean. It's the base defense towers. Quite amazing. And there's the little guys all going to fill up with the ore. Like here, if we see them load up. So next we have the Rocketeer. Now that's amazing. Oh, here we have that'd be the warriors here. We've got the little warriors with their swords. That was in the entryway there where I started this video. And the little warriors there. And here we have the Rocketeer over here. As I bring him closer, and I can feel my left hand battery is just about to die, but there he is. Look at that little fella. Don't aim it at me, fella. Over there. That's the enemy over there, alright? No worries, but he looks ready for action. Yep. That's it. That's better aiming. And then we have the tank over here. It's quite an amazing little tank there, and he's got his shield, his protective shield there, that you just press the A button, and each unit has their own distinct second defense, and that's why you build your tower up too. So and one thing I really like that's so much better than Command and Conquer is that with Command and Conquer you used to make sort of small movements, but with this you can make the movement and let go, and you only move a small amount. But here you can really slide across like this. It just makes it so much easier to use. And so here we go to the two big weapons now. We've got our Titan here in the middle, and there he is there, and he's being fixed by this little guy, which is the mechanic, and he repairs all the units there. And you can see by when a unit is damaged, they'll have less of that green, and he fixes them up as they go. And as an example, if I build that Titan up for another build, there it goes, and it'll start building, and when it's ready it'll come out and play. So what I'll do is I'll show you how easy it is too, because I always used to get frustrated in Command and Conquer at the distance you had to keep moving around the map. Actually, before I do that, let me show you the one final big draw card to me of this game, and that's the dragons. And if you press the A, you've even got fire-breathing dragons. Look at that, just incredible. They don't hurt your own guys, but it's just amazing to see. But what I really like is how because you can do this rising and falling thing, it's so easy to move it. So all you do is you highlight the creature there like that, the unit, and move him over. Sorry, I'm running out of battery here, so I'm just trying to finish it off. But there's the other one, built, all ready to go, perfect timing. So we'll send him over here. But where it's really easy is, see, I can all I'm doing is holding the button down, which highlights all the people I want, so even the one over there, hopefully. And you go over there as well, and we'll get ready to attack the tower. So we'll come over here, all the way from here, we can send them all across, and they'll head off. Yes, you head off as well. Over you go. How easy is that? Beautiful. And I want to get this done as just as the battery dies. It's perfect timing. So on the next level I can put a fresh battery in as we go over. And the only thing is that they have this, just like your typical Command and Conquer, they all go the wrong
enemy has
way.
entered our territory.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that's it. You come this way. And they all sort of walk in the enemy's path instead of going the safest way. But see, as we wait for this lot here, and we'll grab you again, make sure you go in the right spot here. There you go, you two. You can help fix the units up. And we'll let these attack our base because it doesn't really matter. As soon as they get over there, we're going to go an all-out assault. And look at all them waiting here, ready to go. But you don't have to.
Our territory.
You don't have to attack all the enemy. One of the strategies is time-wise is you can just
Tower is under attack.
Go in and assault. So they're all ready to go. We'll just wait for these two scrawlers to head over here, and then we'll attack the base.
Tower destroyed.
Okay. So you're ready to go. We may as well start you off. Highlight them all. This is just so easy to do. And then you flick the little button on your controller up and attack. And send them all on their way. Now,
Enemy incoming.
because you've held the button up, they'll attack whatever's in their way on the way. So I'll press the A to give these dragons all the fire breathing thing. Yeah, used to. Don't hide in the back there, attack. Now this is going to be a big showdown by the looks of it. I hope I've got enough. And this is where the mechanics come in, because they keep repairing here. These little guys here keep repairing. Yeah, you go, and you. That's it. Attack. Come on, guys. Let's get him out of the road just before my battery completely runs out.
We are victorious.
Yes, and there we go. Look at them all celebrate here.
Hound you to the edges of the world. I will find you in the desert. I will find you on the beach. I will find everyone that you care for, and I will destroy them all.
We'll see. We'll see. Look at them all cheering here.
Is not over.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Even though I've beaten you already, I'll take your word for it. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was a little glimpse of all the units in, and there's the two warriors standing tall as we head out now, and I go change this battery just on its, sorry, apologies about that, but it just died on me in the last minutes of the game, and I'll catch you next time. This is Michael signing out. As I said before, I've got my V8 parked somewhere for another race video coming up, and this is Michael signing out. I'll catch you next time, and I'll see you later. Okay, see ya.